Okay, so just finished my breakfast chat, and I'm getting ready to head out on my walk. Hopefully my Strava app works at the same. If not, I can always use my car. So, gonna get 70 degrees today. Gonna get quite warm. Kind of nice. So today I was gonna do a premiere, but I might just use this video to kind of cover it. I had a subscriber, Jason, asked me about my opinion on what's going on over Ukraine and Russia and just how bad can things go. So, disclaimer, this is just my opinion. All right, so no need to agree or disagree with me. I'm just stating what I've seen and what information is out there, which some of it might be suspect, and what I have summarized that can go wrong based on what the world is doing right now and what the world has done in the past. So, last couple of years have been really messed up. We had a virus come from China again. All right, YouTube, I don't care. These are facts. Get over it. It caused a huge disruption in the world, not only economy, but in life in general. It killed off a lot of people in Europe. Seemed to be curtailed, and I mean curtailed. This is not a random event, to the older generation. Basically, the older you were, the more dangerous this disease was. So that's not enough. You had people on both sides, wear a mask, don't wear a mask, get the shot, don't get the shot. What I couldn't understand is why they weren't getting on the TV and saying, listen, increase your dosage of zinc and vitamin C and vitamin D3. Take things like elderberry, things that naturally boost your immunity. Nobody talked about that. Let's put a mask on. Get this shot that they developed. And if you got the shot, great, and if you didn't, great. All right, it's not what this is about, but it caused another division, in the world. Not that we didn't have enough through liberal and conservative and Democrat and Republican and left and right and up and down. Here comes another one. Meanwhile, you get some countries start getting the idea that, well, I'm going to go over and take over my neighbor. I think they should belong to my country, so I'm going to go make it happen. I'm not just talking about Russia and Ukraine, but I'm talking about China and Taiwan. I'm talking about North Korea's desire to get South Korea. I'm talking Iran's wanting to destroy Israel and anybody else that happens to not agree with them. So you got all this going on, and meanwhile you're trying to keep peace. Well, you got to remember back in World War II how that worked out. Chamberlain wanted to keep peace in our time. Meanwhile, Hitler was laughing his ass off. And now we got Putin attacking Ukraine. Do we want to get involved? No, we don't want to get involved. People die in wars. But then again, where does it stop? You got him reaching out supposedly to China for aid. Is that true? I don't know. I think people might have summarized that was a logical choice. You got North Korea getting bold again. because there's been a change in leadership in America. So people got to test it. That's probably the only weakness we have is our leadership changes probably too often. But then sometimes maybe not often enough. Who knows? It's a system that's been working, but so now we have, Russia and Ukraine going at it. You got a world leader for the first time since probably 1950 threatening to use nukes. That's concerning. You would think that a sane person would know that a nuclear war, everybody loses. All right? Everybody. I don't care how fast their missiles may or whatever. If he launches, we launch, other people launch, and life as we know it ceases. Period. So you're hoping that it's just bluster and he's not truly that insane. But Ukraine yesterday reached out to Congress with a very inspiring and well-worded plea for help, and we responded. I don't care if you're left, right, Republican, Democrat, or whatever. A response was needed and a response was done. And it probably was responded in the best way possible at this time. All right. I'm not a fan of the present administration, but consider what's going on. We're probably responding as best we can. Here's the concern is that we just get closer to World War III. At what point does Russia, Putin, I'm not going to say Russia, I'm going to say Putin because it's him. What time does he respond back to us and do something stupid? All he's got to do is hit a NATO target. Now we've escalated again. But here's the dilemma. Do we let him have Ukraine? Okay, so say we let him have Ukraine. Kind of like how we let Hitler have Hungary and Czechoslovakia. And there was peace in our time. Does it? Do you think he'll stop there? I don't know. If he stops there, then we made the right decision. But if I was Poland, I'd be nervous. I'd be real nervous. If I was any countries that border Russia, I'd be nervous. So if he takes Ukraine, then he goes on to a NATO one, what now? Well, now we're in World War III. Is it done with conventional warfare? Or is it done with nukes? And what type of nukes? Are they clean nukes? Are they EMPs? Or is it just more strategic strikes with drones? It's not a good scenario. And then when we're busy with doing that, does China take the opportunity now to annex Taiwan? And if they do, how do we respond to it? Yes, we do have a powerful Navy. But, now you got the other two big boys, which is China and Russia, getting involved. And if China gets involved, does North Korea put its big boy pants on and decide to do something against South Korea and or Japan? Then once he gets involved, does Iran get involved? They've always wanted Iraq. They take that. They've always wanted the destruction of Israel. Well, now we have the Axis power. We potentially have China, Russia, North Korea, and Iran against the rest of the world. And then don't even get involved about what the hell's going on in Africa and South Africa. And then it'll get even more so. These are my concerns. Will these things happen? I hope not. But can they happen? Yeah, they can. What can we do about it? Here, Just prepare, buy extra food and water. You know, if you have medical procedures need to be done, get them done. Are we pretty safe here? Yeah, we are. Can that change? It can. So, well, anybody, I'm coming up to my neighbor here, so I'll cut it off here. Maybe I'll do a part 2. I don't know. Everybody have a wonderful day. Remember, it's just my opinion. Doesn't mean anything.